We are saying that this is the way forward, but we should give time to the faculty simply because a lot of changes we are talking about, it just do not change so fast. so we should give them opportunity. We should give them enough time, and we should allow gradual shifting. So we are doing it. Some teachers are actually shifted a lot towards this. Some are still slow, and it is acceptable. There is nothing acceptable.
Any questions? Anybody would like to ask?
If a student, I said it. So we said that two components of first 8 week and the next 8 week, 8 plus 8, 16 week is the complete period in which all this LTP takes place. We are conducting the lectures, we are conducting the tutorials, we are conducting the labs, and the formative assessment is going on. And we said that we have defined the threshold. If the score of the student C1 plus C2 is below this threshold, it means that the student is not prepared to appear for this. He does not learn enough till the point that he can go to the summative assessment. So we are dropping. So C1 plus C2 is the one dropping criteria. Similarly, in the C3 as well, we are creating one threshold. C3 is the 40 marks, and if someone is scoring less than 12, then we are saying that he is doing up to mark. Then another opportunity, make-up examination, what I said. The make-up opportunity is given to such a student because someone who is ready to appear in C3 would not perform well because the question was really very, very tough. Then another opportunity should be given to him. So that's why we are, this make-up examination is only for the summative part. It is the 40 marks, not more than that. So affirmative, formative, he has already qualified. If in the make-up once again he cannot do it, then he is dropped. Once again the course is required to do it.
Regarding assignments, it's not an individual assignment, it's a group assignment.
Yes.
And in the group assignment, then we make some 4 to 5 members of the group, and then the faculty will interact with the students, and then they also have to assess the individual how much they contribute to the particular assignment.
Not required actually. As I said, formative part is for the teamwork development. If you choose not to assess the individual performance for the assignment, it's good enough. There is no problem. Both of these are not required to be done simultaneously. Okay, you can assess the entire group. You can give same marks to the entire group, knowing very well that some of this group does not work to the same thing. But if you choose it, as I said, it's teacher's decision because how he is going to conduct the summative examination. It's a comprehensive thing actually. So you cannot address the things in bits and pieces. It's a complete assessment plan prepared by the teacher in the light of this framework which is being suggested, and it may be different by the different teacher. Different teacher will plan it differently and they execute it differently. So it's perfectly fine, and they will change over the time. So the way we have been doing it in 2018, 2019, currently all teachers are doing little differently. Over the time it evolves.
So in this context, for a particular teacher, how many maximum number of students can they assign, like to take care of in this whole?
No, actually, whatever class strength that you are having, it depends upon that. So in our institute, around 100-120 is the strength of a class, and we are creating around 25-30 students group for the tutorial. So in a one class there are 4-5 groups. So it depends actually. Sometimes if we do not have enough research scholar who can help us in that particular domain, then we make it 50, 60 even. It depends. So as I said, it depends upon how many resources available with you. A teacher is not supposed to conduct 4 different sessions with 4 different smaller groups. So if a teacher has to conduct the tutorial session as well, then it must be of the same size, whatever the lecture says. You cannot repeat the same thing twice to the two different schools. That should not be done. So we are doing it because we are having the research scholars and that's a different model. But if in any system the research scholars are not available, teaching assistants are not available, teacher has to do, I personally do not recommend that fragmented for the tutorial session. Just a tutorial should also be conducted for the entire class.
Are you having any attendance?
Yes.
Is there any
Yes.
criteria?
Yes. 75% is the attendance criteria, which is required to improve. 25% attendance is compulsory. But as I said that it's the liberty of the teacher to say that what the attendance is going to consider. So in our institute, some teachers are only counting the attendance for the lecture part. So some 15 lectures are conducted, so out of 15, tutorial may not be, you are not required to compulsorily visit to the institute. As I said, it may be conducted anywhere. So tutorial attendance are not counted. Some students, some teachers who are emphasizing more on the tutorial part, they are counting the attendance from the tutorial part. They are not counting the this. And the lab-oriented courses, definitely the attendance of the lab are more important. Some teachers are saying we will count all. So it's up to the teacher. But yes, we are following this 75% attendance criteria. And the flexibility is given by the teacher to the students, which is most important you have to have, which you can be a little bit relaxed.
The summative, how are you giving the questions? Is there some model or left to the teacher?
As I said, madam, summative examination is something where, as I said, that we have already put a threshold. You need to ensure that all the students of the class should be able to cross that threshold. We are not here for failing the students. Right? So the summative examination should be prepared in this way, that at least some portion of the paper is like this, that should be attemptable by the student, all the students, and they should be able to reach the threshold marks, and then moderate toughness and in the tough. So that's the way summative assessment is planned.
And do you give internal choice or summative?
We do not. Actually, what happens? Internal choice is given by those teachers who have plenty of questions. Here we need to making the question is the toughest job. Creating one question takes 1, 2, 3 days time. If you are giving choice, it means you are not making the question. It itself is clear. If you are giving the choice in the question paper, it means you are taking the question from somewhere, from some website, from some university, from somewhere. You only put up the. And actually, in this system, it does not matter, because ultimately you are going to normalize it with respect to the highest mark. So, giving them choice is of no issue. Only it will create more burden on us, because you need to now check that question next in the file. If you are given, because some students will have different this thing, so that will be more difficult. So we do not. Still there are some faculty who are giving the choices, but I must say that those faculty in our institute, only those faculties are giving choices who are in the lab from morning 8 to evening 8, and they are really working very hard. So they are preparing the questions like this, and they are then giving it to the students. But most of the teachers, they are not giving choice. They are straightforward, the question without choice.
So, for example, one course, there are 4 instructors, 4 faculty members are taking the same course. And now 100 students are there in 4 sections. How are you going to grade them? Alone, individually, or all together?
Then all two. Actually, with these four faculty members are required to coordinate, as I said. So they need to have the same plan. Only the delivery is different. They sit together. They decide that what should be there, and then we have same paper of question paper, especially summative examination. Formative they can have their own way. But for the summative part, they must have the same question paper and then same grading list.
In that case, actually, the formative is going to be a better role because faculties combined containing 60% of the total mark.
Right.
And the faculty faculties are different and their approaches are different might be. And that time somebody is more tough in evaluating. Students may get less marks. But this will be going to be added for in the group.
Actually, every time whenever you are arriving at a component score, as I said that C1 component score is required to be submitted, then it is individually required to be normalized.
Yeah.
So if someone is tough, he has given the 20 marks suppose out of 40, only 20 is the maximum. Someone has given 39 is the maximum. So you need to normalize with respect to 20 and with respect to 39.
Okay.
It will be normalized and then the marks will be submitted.
Then the average marks has to be given by individuals.
It's a normalization as a standard procedure. Whatever is the maximum, that is supposed to be used for the normalization. If you want more precise, then actually there are statistical methods. Then you need to consider the standard deviation, and you know actually how JEE and others who are conducting the examination multiple times. Then they have come up with a very good Indian Institute of Statistical Studies, Kolkata. They come up with a very good normalization formula which is being adopted by the JEE means. They are conducting it multiple times and then they are making a single merit list. So how they are doing it? So all the universities, deemed to be universities, national institutes of national importance, everyone, Government of India has issued a notification. Everyone must comply to the ABC. Everyone has complied. Okay. And this is only about uploading the credits earned by a student. Okay. Now the problem is uploading is fine, no issue. Anyone can upload. The problem is redemption. Suppose a student has earned some 20 credits from IIT, some 20 credits from some NIT, from 20 credits from this. Now this how to accumulate this thing? Because they are saying that definition of the credit itself is different at different institutes. Okay. For example, if I say that we are saying 160 credit is this. So our definition of the credit is 1 credit of a course which has only lecture component. So 1 credit is earned if the course is 1 hour of lecture. And 1 credit is earned of a course which is only tutorial based and 2 hours of tutorial per week for 18 weeks. Now if you see the definition of the credit at the different institute, it's different. For example, if you just see the IIT Kanpur, okay. IIT Kanpur says that 1 lecture requires at least 3 hours of preparation by the teacher. So 1 credit means 4 hours, 3 hours of preparation by the teacher and 1 hour by this. So their definition of credit is different, and you will see that across the different universities, the distribution of the credit and definition of credit is different. People are saying several places it is 1.5 hours for the lab and the tutorial. 1 credit is earned if 1.5 hour of lab or tutorial session is held. There are several universities there. So how to make it? Saying the credit, everyone is saying credit to it. But credit of 3 credit earning at the IIIT Allahabad and the 3 credit earned at the IIT Kanpur has 2 different implications because their definition they are different. So these are a few issues which are going to create problems in the ABC of the Government of India, and that's why you can see that in the flexible academic program we are going to create our own ABC because there has to be a uniformity, there has to be uniform now, and the trading of this credits can be done in the FDP system, but definitely cannot be done in the ABC system. But we have been doing, but we already communicated at different relevant bodies that you need to think of these issues. And but okay, government is saying do it, so everyone has to do.